Internet. My name's David Dillmore. I'm 23 years old and I'm going to be attempting a yo-yo through hike of the Appalachian Trail starting on February 14th. So that's my introduction. So with that, let's get on my gear. I'm just gonna kind of go along and pack up my backpack and go through everything as I do that. So to start, here's my backpack. It's a Light AF 40-liter frameless. It's got all the newest additions of the side pockets and the cinch pull shoulder pockets. And love it, used it a bunch. It's fantastic. On it, I have my first luxury item of very few. It's the thermometer. It's, just to see how cold it gets. And then I also have two bandanas on here. This one I bought at old Walmart when I forgot to bring a towel of sorts, and then this one I found on the trail and I washed it 20 times before I ended up using it. So there's that. Next up, got my compactor bag to keep my things dry just in case water gets through the pack. Put that in. Next up, guess we go with my tarp. So I'm a hammocker. So this is my tarp here. It's the Dutchware Dyneema winter tarp with doors. I got it inside a tarp sock. I put that inside this stuff sack. So I'm not a fan of stuff sacks, but I do use this one. Shove it in there, squish it flat. Put that on the outside pocket because my tarp will be wet. If it rains, it can get wet, and that's okay. So keep it out there. Up next is my hammock. This is the Blackbird XLC from War Bonnet. Absolutely love it. So, and I won't have it in this stuff sack, I just have it in here for now for storage purposes. So I put that inside the pack liner. And go on my sleep system, I suppose. Now, because I'm starting in February, expecting it to be cold, and usually on my weekend trips I just kind of deal with the cold, but I figured since I'm gonna be out there, take an extra couple ounces to be a little more comfortable. So I purchased these down booties from Enlightened Equipment, and I haven't gotten to use them yet because it took forever for me to get them because I ordered them custom. But yeah, hopefully they'll keep my feet a little bit warm when it gets a little bit cold. So toss those in there. And I got my two inflatable pillows, luxury item number 2. This one's for my head, and then this one is to support my knees. There's the very minor knee issues sometimes, so extra support helps keep them comfortable during nighttime. And again, this I was kind of on the fence of bringing. But I figured, why not? I can always send it home. So I got the Sea to Summit reactor liner, and never needed it before. I've used it before, but didn't really need it. But figured, heck, if it gets down towards the zeros, might be nice. So we'll see. Probably end up sending it home, but gonna start with it. And This is my underquilt. Absolutely love it. 950 fill goose down from War Bonnet. It's the Wookiee 20 degree, if I didn't say 20 degrees already. Great. Absolutely the best. Keeps me nice and warm. Shove that all down in there. Okay. And next to the sleep system is my top quilt. So I'm a quilter. Again, War Bonnet, 20 degree comfort. Love it. Only thing I don't love about it was I made the mistake of buying the zippered foot box instead of the sewn foot box. And there's this little hole at the end where you cinch it closed. And they give you this thing to shove in there, but half the time it falls out because, you know, you're moving around and all that. Then you end up waking up with cold feet. Kind of why I bought the down booties to help with that. So if I'd order my winter bag again, I'd do it sewn. Summer bag, I'm happy with it. That's it, but whatever. Works. And inside the compactor bag goes. So while we're talking about quilts and underquilts, I do have a 40 degree underquilt and a 40 degree top quilt that I will be switching to when it gets warmer. Get that nice. Press down in there. Alright. Then for those extra shitty weather days where it's super windy, I'm carrying this. It's an underquilt protector. So it's just like a thin sheet of nylon that you hang under your underquilt, and you can zip it to the bug net. Makes you like extra cocoon and keeps the wind out, so if you get a big gust, it doesn't blow all the warm air out. So I got that. That's pretty much it for sleep system. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. That's it for that bag. Okay. So to go with my hammock and my tarp, so obviously I need to attach those to the trees in the ground somehow. It's my tree straps, the War Bonnet Beckett straps. Love them. Great. I can go between trees that are really far apart or really close. Absolutely great. So those go in this side pocket because I found that I would often almost forget them, so I wanted to give them a designated spot, so I always make sure I check that spot so I don't forget them. And also stakes. Got me a nice stake bag from Hilltop Packs. And inside I have 4 titanium V-stakes, which I have found are quite fragile and bend easily, while they do hold great. So if it's rocky ground or frozen ground, as I found on my first trip ever, I got these titanium spikes. So they're kind of like shepherd's hook, but a bit thicker so they hold a little better. Super strong. Love those, they're great. So I have 4 of each, so 8 stakes total, which carrying 8 not only is backup, but allows me to do some cool things with my tarp if I want to. So got those. They also go in that outside pocket. Oh gosh, what's next? Let's go with my sort of miscellaneous stuff, in a sense. So, whoop, that came undone. Anyways, pooping, got my trowel, deuce, some cord on it, carabiner so I don't lose it. I kind of just strap it. There's some cords here. I stick it under that. I'll show you. Slide it right in there. And then I use the clip to secure it. And that leads me to my poop kit. So I got this bag, my bidet in it, put this on the top of a smart water bottle. So it helps eliminate toilet paper. And there's just a little bag of toilet paper, some left over from the last trip. So I load that up, and then also I guess it's a little gross that I keep this in here, but it's in a separate plastic bag, so contamination free. It's my toothbrush and some floss. That's like my toiletry kit. And this either goes in the other side pocket or my fanny pack, kind of depends on how I'm feeling. So while we're talking about that, I got my Light AF fanny pack with a mushroom print. It's awesome. Highly recommend fanny packs. So we'll just put it in there. Next, my first aid kit, Light AF pouch, anti-diarrhea pills, and a Band-Aid. So not much in there. I'm still working on that, getting that sorted out. I got some leukotape, some doxycycline pills for ticks, and then I'll probably load up like some better Band-Aids, but very minimal. I also got my hairbrush, just like this cheap plastic one off Amazon. Seems to work well, super light. And more fanny pack. Oh, and then this is just my sort of like gear pouch. Got my extra water filter stuff, a back flush piece, and a O-ring. And I got all my extra hardware for my tarp. If I lose anything or break anything, then some tear aid. That, the other side pocket. Up next, let's do my cook kit. So, got in a hot sack, I got my jet boil stash. Seems great. I made a hot koozie for it. Just materials I had laying around. Boom, fuel, stove, all sticks in there. And I also just bought flip fuel. So again, because I'm starting so early, I figure at the start I'll be wanting to cook a lot. Eventually, you know, I might send this home when it gets so warm. But I definitely like a nice warm beverage every night when it's cold. So I figure since I'll be cooking a lot, people were saying so much fuel gets left in hiker boxes. So if I just buy one of these and bring it, I'm pretty much take the fuel from the half empty canisters in the hiker boxes and never have to buy fuel. So I said, 1 ounce. So luxury item number 3. We'll see, might come in handy. Might toss it, who knows. But, come on. There we go. And the pot sack might seem a bit unnecessary. I figured if I put it kind of on the top, there's that hole there, it might keep water from getting in it, and it weighs literally nothing. So we'll see, I might tear it up, get sick of fiddling with it and toss it, but you know, it might come in handy kind of protecting it. Because that will go on the outside water bottle pocket on one side. Pretty tight fit, but makes it. I'm gonna cinch that tight, keep it secure. Okay, what's next? What's next? Let's go with electronics. So, I'm gonna start. Got my InReach Mini 2. So I haven't really gotten it tested out yet. Because I just got it for myself for Christmas. It seems pretty cool. So that will just go on my shoulder strap. And oh yeah, side note, I'll know that. Forgot because it's on here. Oh shucks. Low battery. Got my knife. Hard to get out. It's cheap. Well, not cheap. Light neck knife. So, you know, bear wants to kill me, bear's gonna kill me, but mainly getting it to help shade sticks for starting fires and cutting blocks of cheese or whatnot. So, should come in handy. Anyways, back to electronics. Got this little ditty bag, power bank, Nightcore 10,000. Power brick is the anchor. 2 USB-C and USB. And my headlamp, Nightcore NU25. Very much enjoyed it. Lasts quite a while, so it's quite bright too. And my watch, I'll be recording all my stuff, putting it on Strava if any of you are interested in that. The Garmin Garmin Instinct Solar. So got the increased battery life from the solar, which I hear ends up kind of kicking the bucket eventually, but better than no solar, right? So got that. I'll be wearing that obviously, but I'll stick it in here for now. And then all the associated cables I need: USB-C, USB to iPhone, another USB-C with the adapter for my watch, which we'll see if that works, but just in case I got the normal watch one, and USB-C to iPhone. So basically the whole thing, so I can charge everything all at once. And yeah, so that's all my technology other than my phone. Goes in there. Up, and there it goes in here somewhere, kind of setting on top. Sometimes I put, you know, usually it's not all stored in the bag, like I'll have it out in my fanny pack or whatever, but stick it in there for now. Trekking poles. So these are my trekking poles. Lucky Legacy Light, aluminum. Pretty cool, happy with them so far. See how they hold up. Held up great up to this point, so yep. Those, I'm not using them. I just shove right in here inside my tarp. Oh, a little tricky. There. Yeah. And with that, same sort of thing. Umbrella. keeping me dry. Only got to use it once on one trip, but I was very happy with it. It worked quite well. That's a 6 Moon Designs carbon. Yep. So that will also get stored on the other side. So that. Guess we're going to finish up the rest of the outside of the pack stuff. So, my water. Got the C-Knock or Knock or however the heck you say that. I don't know, I can never find out. It's the Vesica. Yeah, it's like the size of a smart water bottle, but you can squeeze it to filter. I love it, man. I love it. It's like, just use it like a normal smart water bottle, but so much easier to filter out of, so you don't need to carry a separate bladder. So I'm very happy with it. Yeah, on that I got the Sawyer Micro. Yeah, Sawyer Micro with a sport cap. So, water bottle pouch, along with a 750 milliliter smart water, life water. So those two right there. And I have a half-liter smart bottle with sport cap that goes in the shoulder strap pocket. So the Vesica is 1 liter, and that's half-liter, and then the 750. So heck math, that's what, 2.25 liters storage. Right, I did that right. Yeah, so 2 1/4 liters of storage that I have for water. Always been plenty, so should be good. Yeah. Okay, last bit of the outside of the pack. Camp shoes, Zero shoes, barefoot sandals, DIY ones. You see I put the hole in the wrong spot and I changed it. Not like, in my opinion, the most comfortable thing for my feet, but they do, the sole is very solid. I don't know, maybe I just didn't tie the straps right or something. So, you know, I would have preferred more like a sandal, sort of like slide thing, rather than the flip-flop where it has the thing that goes in between your toes, so then, you know, you can't really wear socks with them. Or it's not as ideal to wear socks with them, but they work good. They're fairly light, so I'm happy with them. I got those. And then number 4 final luxury item, which is my sit pad. 1 ounce, $6, Amazon, and yeah, it just makes sitting down so much more comfortable. I also kind of use it as like a little pad to put stuff on outside of my hammock at night, so I can set like my shoes on it or whatever I might want to put out there to keep it off the ground if the ground's all nasty, even though everything's gonna be nasty anyways. So I kind of bundle those up. And then I got this little V-strap down here. And just stick the whole bundle in. Pull that down tight. And it sits right there. So next item I got, I know I'm already carrying 2 bandanas, but just for fun, because bandanas aren't really great at absorbing moisture. So if I ever really need to absorb moisture for whatever reason, I got the Light AF Hiker to Trail, Hiker to Town, so could be quite useful. I got that. Really don't know where the heck I'm gonna put this because I haven't hiked with it yet. But we'll just go with fanny pack for now because I love my fanny pack. That's that. Time for clothes. So we'll get out of the way what I'm wearing. These are gonna be my pants. They're like the thermal joggers from Janji. Yeah, love them. Other than there's like a zipper on the back side, and I kind of want to cut it out because when you lay on it, like pokes into your back. So you know, obviously they were designed for running, not to be laying in a hammock with. So yeah, didn't take into account that pressure, but anyways, they're comfortable, fairly warm. So that's that. And got my buff. So that'll usually sit in my fanny pack if I'm not wearing it. What's next? Oh yeah, underwear. I just got the ex officio, so they're been comfy so far. Next to my gloves. So I had different gloves. Really wasn't happy with them. Consulted the internet, and they recommended the Showa 282-02s. And, waterproof and insulated. Seem much better than my old ones. So feels a little excessive, but they're honestly pretty light. So I'm gonna go with them. Those will just get shoved on the outside of my pack somewhere if I'm not using them with my tarp. So, for the rest of the clothes, I have this Hilltop Packs Eco Pack stuff sack for my clothes. So I got 3 whole pairs of socks. One is exclusively for sleep that'll actually stay stored in my hammock. So that's that over there. And the other 2 will be for hiking. Then my shirt, it's just this super light, thin one that I got from a triathlon I did. It is like so tiny. So I love it for that, how thin it is. We'll just progress up. So then I got my base layer, the Paca men's base layer. You know, the alpaca fiber blend. And next up after that is my beloved Jolly Gear sun hoodie, button down. Absolutely awesome. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 recommend. Great shirt. And after that would be another Paca product. It's the alpaca wool sweater. So much thicker, much more insulating. Very warm. Also very big though. So that'll definitely get sent home as soon as it gets warm enough to go without it. Because it's quite a bit. That pretty much fills up my clothes bag. I gotta put that all stuff in. So just go down on top. Alright, and my puppy. Got the, where is it? You don't need to see the logo anyways. The Arc'teryx. Oh, there it is. Arc'teryx Atom LT. Quite happy with it. I wanted to go with synthetic because I wasn't very confident about being able to keep the down from getting wet. So I went with about the highest quality synthetic I could find, and it was this, and I'm quite happy with it. So it just goes in there on top because I'll always be taking it off and putting it on, taking it off and putting it on, going uphill and downhill. And then, because I was bringing the umbrella, I wasn't really sure about bringing a rain jacket, but the closer I got, I was like, yeah, might as well get one. So I got the Montbell Versalite, super light, it's like 7 ounces, packs down really small. So windy days or setting up around camp, I really don't like hiking in a rain jacket, just because how much they'll make you sweat. I like to stay cold when I'm hiking. So yeah, I really just got it for if it's like super windy or super cold and rainy around camp. So we'll see. Yeah, just toss that on top there. And almost last but not least, my bear bag. Got some stickers on it. A bunch of them fell off, but some of them have managed to stick on. Kind of helped me identify it. It's also from Hilltop Hats. And then inside of that, I got my spork. No reason as to why I picked spork over the spoon. It hasn't really bothered me which one, so. See, I know a lot of people say they end up switching to a spoon, but I got a spork. And then the line with the dog bone for hanging. And then Sea to Summit collapsible cup, because I don't do freezer bag cooking. I cook in my pot, and I like having my drink at the same time. So I carry this cup so I can make my drink first and then drink my hot drink while I'm cooking my food. So that goes in there. And obviously that'd be full of food. Going on top. Shove that all down. Snaps. And just kind of compress it as I roll it. And you get it down pretty tight. So. You got a top strap. There we go. So, got a good bit of room for all my food. And I do find kind of as you go through the day and compresses itself a bit more. So, if I ever am like super loaded, you know, I have a bit of room. Yeah, that's all my gear. But I do have one more item that I'm taking with me. If you want to call it an item. Not really an item, but I got Kevin. So this is Kevin. He's a fallen trail angel, and his son Mark had posted on a Facebook group asking if someone was willing to carry him, and I responded saying like, yeah, sure, glad to do that. And it just happens that Kevin's wife, Mark's mom, lives not too far from me, so it worked out good, and we met up and had a nice lunch together, and I got a little thing of his ashes. And yeah, we're gonna go hike the trail together, take selfies on the top of every mountain, and you know, get to meet everyone. I'll introduce him to all my friends that I make along the way, and I'll have a good time. And his son will meet me up at Katahdin and spread his ashes. And yeah, so looking forward to that. Really glad to be able to help out this family and be some extra motivation for me. So, you know, got to do it for Kevin. So, yeah, anyways, that's it. Follow along. I got Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be probably posting to YouTube Shorts. And I'll link all those in the description for anyone that's interested. So, yeah. See y'all in the next episode.